Photo booth. One of the most OG softwares there is. Um, it's January 1st, 2021, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the year that just passed, all 365 days that eclipsed, it was a special one. It was an interesting one. It is a year you'll tell your kids about, that generations will know of, the year of 2020. You know, the great realization, blah, 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 all those, whatever you want to coin it. It was the first year I lived through something like this, of this magnitude, recession, but a combination of pandemic as well. That caused mass hysteria and chaos at times, and things to really unfold, trauma to resurface on a global scale, to be worked through and worked out for the better. This year was sort of like the brink of the relationship between a marriage, a wife and a husband, in which they haven't confronted their issues in a while, and things come rumbling to the surface. They have to talk it out. But seriously, this year is something I've been eyeing for a long time, and I've been saying it for 35 years before 2020, that it would be huge. It would be a huge catalyst, and it was so right that it ended up being the way it was, and that it caused me to be humbled. It caused me to be grounded and reassess and reevaluate and look at my values, look at my morals. What am I doing right? Take inventory of myself. And not just that, but listen to myself better and actually understand myself. I always think the more inward depth you do, the more outward expansion that can happen. And this year was definitely that inner fracking. I know I coined chapter 4 in my years of journaling, since I started journaling 4 years ago. This is chapter 4, with awareness and aligned action, and the awareness has been greatly increased due to seeing everything that's come about this year. First time ever living through something like this. And I know it happens every 100 years, but even if it was like a short-term debt cycle type thing and I lived through a recession, it still would be interesting. I would still learn a lot about financials and saving correctly and the importance of it. But it was drilled into my head this year. It's like something I will never forget because of how deep the stab went. But this isn't as much of a reflection as it is more so a video I want myself to see when 5 or 10 years rolls around. I'm not sure when I'll schedule it for. It doesn't really matter, but I just want to say to myself that 2021 is going to be the one. It's the year of focus, which will create, and every year is focus, but this is one in which I apply the focus I learned from 2020, and to limit desires and be okay with experimenting and juggling many things, but not getting overwhelmed by the many that I do take on. It's very early on in the process. I'm so damn young, and being 22, and I'm looking down because I think better when I look away sometimes, but 22, and there's so much ahead of me, but I take my life so seriously, and I do have so much fun, and I'm having fun living it. But I truly think this year was that foundational year, that really set things straighter, iron things out, so I could focus more in the year ahead. I can be happy being broke instead of being rich and sad. And that's what I've been saying to myself in 2020, that I'd rather be financially broke and happy than extremely rich and sad inside. The latter is something that takes years to overcome. So I'd much rather have the former and build my way back up to creating wealth financially than to be rich and completely sad. Because at the end of the day, financials, wealth creation, it's a mindset. And don't forget that in it. this is the most important year of your life, and the year ahead is going to be just as crucial. But I'm telling you, everything will come in due time. God's timing is impeccable, and I got this. For mom, for dad, you know, you do it for other people. Continue to build yourself so you can be of service to other people. You got this, bro. Everything will come. Don't keep seeking out the future, man. Set big goals, but be focused on now. Present is what matters. You're doing a damn good job, bro. Life's good. Life is good, as Drake would say. In this year. I just learned that this year. Learned that this year too. 2 breaths in, 1 breath out the mouth. 2 breaths in the nose. 1 breath out the mouth helps calm the heart. That's why you do it when you're crying. You go. Yeah, that's why you do that. It's a primal instinct. But seriously, all is yours and more to come, man. Be happy. At this time, whenever you see this, the things you set will come to fruition. Persistence, discipline, focus, and not just saying those words to say them, but saying them because you know what they mean now. Experience is the binding link to make these words meaningful. You know, it's not the matter that makes up the world, it's what matters within the things and objects we see. You know, that's what life is. It's the meaning we give it, especially subjectively. So, kudos. Love you, brother. Whoever else sees this, you got this.